Good afternoon, this is MetLoop meteorologist Nancy Koslick here with an update on today's forecast as well as a look at Hurricane Matthew. Currently, we're seeing some widespread shower activity in the Pacific Northwest, and that's thanks to an upper level low pressure system that's making its way into the area. We're also continuing to watch a very long frontal boundary that's extending from the Great Lakes all the way down through portions of Illinois into Missouri and back down into Oklahoma this afternoon. By later on today, we're going to look for the possibility of some strong to severe thunderstorms popping up along this front, and that's going to mainly be through parts of Missouri, eastern Kansas, and heading down into Oklahoma as well. So if these storms do occur, we're going to look for the possibility of some large hail to be the greatest threat with them, but we could also see some of those locally very high wind gusts too. We're also seeing some general thunderstorm activity for the state of Florida this afternoon, and that's thanks to that frontal boundary, or the remnants of it anyway, that continues to hang off the coast of the U.S. These storms are going to continue through the afternoon hours, but we're also starting to see some of those very outer bands of Hurricane Matthew approach the very southeastern portions of the state. And as we go into the next couple of days, those bands are going to keep on coming, and Matthew is going to continue to move further to the north and northwest. Now for a closer look at Hurricane Matthew, who is continuing to travel to the northwest at 12 miles per hour this afternoon. Right now, maximum sustained winds are 120 miles per hour, keeping him at a solid Category 3. But as we continue to move over the next couple of days and Matthew continues to travel over the warmer waters, he will start to gain a little bit more strength as he approaches the Florida coastline. So as far as timing goes, we're going to expect Matthew to continue traveling to the northwest and will eventually reach the central Florida coastline by Friday morning. We're looking for the effects of Matthew to begin as early as later tonight and into tomorrow morning as some of these very, very outer bands start to approach the southeast coast of Florida. Now we want to urge everybody to please keep in mind that even though the eye of the storm may not make landfall, hurricanes always imply the potential for tornadoes, high winds, dangerous storm surge, heavy rains, flash flooding, and microbursts. So all of these risks come along with even the outer bands of major hurricanes like Matthew. Taking a look ahead into the rest of this afternoon and the overnight hours tonight, we'll continue to see the development of some showers and thunderstorms, mainly along that frontal boundary, extending from parts of Missouri into the eastern portions of Kansas, and a few of those storms back into Oklahoma as well. Now keep in mind, heading into the rest of tonight, that some of these storms could be quite strong to severe, and we're looking for large damaging hail to be the biggest threat in these. We could also see some locally very high wind gusts as well, so make sure that if you're in this area of the country, you're paying close attention to your MetLoop alerts. We're also going to continue to see some of that general shower and thunderstorm activity for the state of Florida, and again, that's in association with the remnants of that frontal boundary that remains off the coast. But we're also going to begin to feel the effects of Hurricane Matthew. Some of those very outer bands will be starting to make their way on shore, especially for the very southeastern portions of the state, heading into the rest of today. And of course, we'll continue tracking this storm over the next several days as it makes its way closer to the U.S. As always, make sure to check back on Facebook and, of course, metloop.com for more updates on your weather, including, of course, Hurricane Matthew over the next several days. Thank you for watching and have a great afternoon.